Welcome back. I help faith-driven women break cycles, find clarity, and step boldly into their calling. If that's what you've been searching for, you're in the right place. Let's get into today.
Hey, good day, good day, good day. I want to welcome you back to today's Life Keys. Listen, I have been so enjoying coming on and sharing these life keys with you. But today, let's get into today. Today, I want to talk about the number one shift to finally gain clarity. Now, listen, you don't need another podcast, and I'm a podcaster. You don't need another sermon, you don't need another journal. If clarity keeps slipping through your fingers, then the answer isn't more information, it's one simple shift. And once you make this shift, then you'll finally stop spinning around in circles and start moving in confidence. I used to believe that clarity was hiding in the next resource. And I would binge books. Oh my gosh, I love books. I have like over 1,000 books just on my Kindle alone. I have books here in my office, books that are downstairs in my basement in storage. I've had the courses, the YouTube sermons. I was hoping that one would unlock the breakthrough. Instead, I got more overwhelmed and my head was full of a lot of head knowledge, but my heart was still confused. But what changed everything wasn't another teaching, it was learning how to be still long enough to actually hear God. The noise of striving had drowned out his whisper. And once I quieted the noise, then the clarity came rushing in. So I want to share these three life keys with you. And the first one is more information creates more confusion. When we are consuming endless content, it overloads your brain. Too much input leads to decision fatigue, and you can't process what you even need to do first. But James warns us about being hearers only. So consuming without applying keeps you in this state of confusion. Now, you've been stuffing the content, you know, but you're still starving for clarity. More knowledge will not fix it. But you know what will? Application. Application will fix it. How many times have you left a powerful sermon, your teaching, you were inspired, but nothing changed? That's information without transformation. And we're in the place now where we've got to move past that in order to get to where we want to be. Now, the second life key that I want to share with you is stillness reveals what striving hides. God speaks in the whisper, not in the whirlwind. That's in 1 Kings chapter 19. Striving creates noise, but stillness, it creates space. When your nervous system is always in that fight or flight, you can't process clearly. But what happens when we are in a state of rest? Rest actually calms the body so that your spirit can hear. And this is why journaling, fasting, praying, worship, this is why they feel like they're not working. And that's because you're doing them in the state of striving instead of being in the state of stillness, being in the state of stillness. So, one practical application would be to create intentional stillness. 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes. Get your device. Set your timer for 5 minutes of stillness with God, having no agenda, No to-do list, just presence. I want you to try that and then come back and let me know how did that work for you. Now, the third life key that I want to talk about is that clarity flows from alignment and not hustle. We are not about that hustle culture. When you align with God, clarity becomes fruit. When you hustle to force clarity, then what are you producing? You're producing chaos. You're producing more confusion. Alignment, it removes the friction, but hustle, it multiplies it. So whenever your values and your actions match, that means that your decision making now becomes easy. So, what is this emotional pull that we are experiencing? You've been chasing clarity through effort, but clarity is a byproduct of resting in who God already said you are. That's what it is. So, a practical example of this would be to think about tuning a radio, and especially the old school radio stations. Whenever you're aligned, that signal is clear. You're not straining. Oftentimes if you think about an old school radio, and you're just trying to get it. What do we do? What do we do? We lean in as if that's going to fix it. No. Hustle is like turning the dial too fast, and then you're missing the station. You're missing the station, and we have all been there. Now, this shift is very, very simple. Less noise, more stillness. It's just that simple. Stop consuming endlessly and start aligning, because clarity, it doesn't come from the hustle. It's not about the hustle. It comes from rest and obedience. And inside the D.D.B breakthrough cohort, this is where I help women to break out of that cycle of striving and finally live in clarity and obedience. So if you're ready to stop searching, stop scrolling for the next big answer, and actually start walking in it, go ahead and book a call with me today. The link is going to be in the description. And I want to invite you into our Rebuild and Rise hub, because that's where it's all going down at. I hope that this was a blessing to you. If you resonated with it, go ahead and just let me know that, you know what, I can relate to that. And let's do something about it. All right. Thank you again for just spending this short period of time with me. God bless, and we'll see you on tomorrow. Blessings.
If today's message spoke to you, don't stay stuck another year. Book a call with me today. The link is in the description. And before you go, keep watching by clicking the next video on your screen. I'll see you there.